Okay, so today we'll be taking a look at the Ultimate Police Station Assault Terminator. So stay tuned. So this is the Ultimate Police Station Assault Terminator, and this is the second Ultimate version from the first movie. And I reviewed the Tech Noir version a couple of months ago, I think. It's been a little while, but yeah, I really like that figure, and I also want to get this one too because there's some things I like about this version too. So let's get into the accessories. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go over accessories because I do have the packaging, but unfortunately it's behind a whole bunch of other figures on my shelf that I don't want to have to move. So yes, I won't be able to show you that today. But I can show you the accessories. We have quite a bit actually, and a few alternate options. Like we have two alternate hands here, as you can see, that are kind of burnt, and the gloves are all messed up, which is kind of towards the end of the movie. Which I don't normally just play with these because I can't hardly get them on the figure. That's a big problem I have with this figure. A lot of the alternate accessories I have a hard time trying to get on the figure. So he also comes with two alternate heads here, as you can see. This one is the head with the cutout eye, as you can see, which was you could tell was fake in the movie, but still, it's pretty good practical effects for back then, though. So he has no eyebrows like the previous two heads on the other one, and so it kind of continues in line if you think about it. So which the head on the figure is the one with the sunglasses, because he puts on the sunglasses to hide the eye that's been cut out, which does a pretty good job actually. And you also got this head, which is towards the end of the movie, where he goes sliding down the road and ends up getting run over by the truck. So it damages him pretty bad, and his endoskeletons poking through, and it looks pretty cool. Now, like I said, these heads I cannot get to go on the body, and which I don't explain with these anyway. So yeah, I think it's the hole right there that makes it hard to go on. He does come with three different guns that you can choose from. He comes with this revolver. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see better. Which I think this is a Smith & Wesson 38 Special, and which is this revolver did come with the Terminator Genesis T-1000, which I'll do a review on later. But as you can see, this one's silver instead of the other one was black, which I think he got this from the gun store at the beginning of the movie, because you can see it laying on the counter in that scene. But as you can see, pretty cool. Kind of looks like kind of like Rick Grimes. It's silver and the brown handle. So that's pretty cool. He does come with two different rifles. I want to say rifles, but he's got this rifle right here, which is an AR-18, and which is like a cheaper standard version of an AR-15 or M16. And fortunately, the barrel on mine is broke off because this figure decided to take a tumble off the shelf, and it ended up landing on the barrel, and it broke it off. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, but still looks pretty cool. Now this does not have stock on it, but they did have stocks. This has also got an extended mag and a homemade dual mag. Looks like he's made, which is pretty cool. You can see a bullet right there on the bottom, which is cool. And there's not a whole lot of paint detail on this except for the duct tape right there where you tape the two mags together. But still pretty cool. And the last gun he comes with is this right here, which is a SPAS 12 shotgun, which these you can go pump or auto, which means you can shoot this by pumping it like a pump action, or you can shoot it in semi-automatic, which is a pretty cool thing about these. Now he has also removed the stock from this because these had a folding stock that went over the top, and as you can see, it looks pretty cool. No paint detail on here that much. That's one thing about the weapons in this series I didn't like, was they didn't have a whole lot of paint detail, or just straight up black. But so pretty cool though. I usually display them with these in each hand. So for articulation, the articulation is pretty much the same as on the Tech Noir version. He's got a ball joint at the neck there. He's also got a hinge at the shoulder, a hinge at the elbow, which does swivel each one. He's got a little bit of articulation at the wrist there. He's got a cut at the waist. Got a hinge and a swivel at the thigh there. He's got a hinge and swivel at the knee. He's got a swivel at his boot right there. Also has pretty good ankle pivot, as you can see. Not as good as some other figures, but they're pretty decent ankle articulation. So let's take a look at the sculpt, design, and color of this figure, starting with his head. Now, as you can see, like I said, this is the version where he has on the black sunglasses to hide the cutout eye. Which in the movie you can sometimes you can actually spot his actual eye underneath, but so it's kind of cool though. It makes him look more human, I guess, since he's got the eye cut out. Yeah, it kind of hides it, like I said. But now this figure is mostly the same as the previous version. The big difference being his jacket, because the first version, the Techno War version, wore the gray field jacket, had all the studs and things on it. This one has the black biker jacket, which is I like this jacket better myself. This is what I think more of, when I think of the Terminator is this style of jacket. But and I actually have a very similar jacket to this. It's almost identical to the one I have, but mine the belt doesn't actually go around the back. But still I have one that's almost identical, which is pretty cool. But and you see that the snap lapels, but some of the silver paint is flicked off of mine from handling it and stuff. That stuff right there still got some silver paint on it. But as you see, there's two bullet holes in the side right there, and there's the pocket and a bunch of zippers. The belt, the silver zipper on the side there, and on the back you can see there's more bullet holes where he's been shot, and you can see the zippers on his arms there. He's also got the clean black gloves on. As you can see, they're not burnt and tore up like the other ones. And now the shirt underneath, as you can see, is basically the same one as on the Techno War version, except this one's all gray. It's not got the patterns and the designs on it like the Techno War version. And the pants are basically the same as the Techno War version, and so are the boots. So not much I have to go over right there. Okay, so for comparison time, speaking of the Techno War version, here he is compared to the Techno War version. And as you can see, it's basically the same figure, just different heads, and a different jacket. They changed the jacket and the color of the t-shirt. As you can see, the Techno War version had a bunch of weird patterns and designs and stuff on it. And the police station assault one here has just a gray undershirt. And as you can see, I was talking about the legs and the boots are identical. There's no difference between those two. Here he is compared to the Terminator 2 Cyberdyne Showdown version, which this is the older version with the pre-posed legs. Doesn't have as good articulation. I haven't bought the Ultimate T2 Terminator because I have this older one and I have the 3D version. So I haven't really felt the need to go out and buy that one. Which I may in the future to review it, but before I started this channel, I didn't really see a need to buy that one since I have this one and, like I said, the other one. But now since I'm reviewing these, I might go out and buy because that's the only Ultimate one I haven't bought. But so as you can see, kind of similar looks, I guess. He's got in T2 he had leather pants and the jacket was a little bit different. But as you can see, he's got the gray shirt. He did start out with the black shirt in T2, but he's got the gray shirt, which was kind of reminiscent of the first movie there, as you can see. Here he is compared to the T-800 Guardian from Terminator Genesis, which I have made a review on the Techno War and that T2 Cyberdyne Showdown, and I also done a review on this figure. So if you want to go and watch those, you can. I'll put a link up above for all three of them. And as you can see, the Terminator Genesis version is, not to me. It didn't look as cool as the original there. As you can see, his look was kind of more what's the word, like subdued. I guess it wasn't as cool looking. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it wasn't as iconic, I guess, as the original there, as you can see. And last but not least, here he is compared to the T-800 Terminator Genesis Pops figure, as you can see. This is the third version of that Terminator Genesis version, which I have all three of those figures that came out in that movie. They made the T-800 from Dark Fate, which unfortunately I don't have that one yet. I might get it in the future to review on it too. But this so far, as of now, since I'm reviewing the police station one, the Pops there is the only one I haven't reviewed yet. But I may review it in the future. Where I probably will, but probably use something else first though, because I got some other things coming up too. But so as you can see, not as iconic as the original there. but still pretty cool. So I thought this would be kind of fun. Here is all the Neca Arnold Schwarzenegger figures that I have all put together here, as you can see. And I have a lot of Arnold Schwarzeneggers, as you can see. Now, when I did the comparison, I didn't actually show this one right here. That's the 3D version, and that figure's hard to stand because he's got loose ankles, and I misplaced his shotgun, so that's why I didn't show him. I gotta find that, but I'll do a review on that once I find a shotgun. Basically, on the very end over there is the John Matrix from Commando, which I may do a review on that one next because I actually like that figure. But and then see I got Dutch from Predator 4 version or 5 actually, counting the one with the red polo right there, which is the Jungle Briefing Dutch. I think is what that one's called. There's two Terminator Genesis in the back there. Which, move my camera over a little bit so you can really see the other one. Yeah, there you go. So now you can see the other one. But so as you can see, fix this gun. So which one of these is my favorite? It's hard for me to pick a favorite because I actually like all of these. And now some of them have more perks than others. Some of them have better articulation. Some of them have better, head sculpts. And some of them have problems too. Which my Pops figure had a few issues. I'll get into that when I do a review on it. But so this is my entire army of Arnold Schwarzeneggers. So what do I think of this figure overall? I do like this figure. I like the film that this version was featured in. It's one of my favorite movies of the franchise, including T2. Those were some of the better movies of the franchise. But I also like this jacket on this version a lot better too, because like I said, I have a very similar jacket to this one, so that's one thing I like about this figure. But yeah, like I said, it's mostly just a retooled version of the Tech Noir version. Like I said, just different jacket and shirt color and different heads and hands. But other than that, it looks, it's different from the other version, and I do recommend it if you like that movie and you like this jacket better, that stuff. So, you can give me a thumbs up. That helped me a lot. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Till next time.